Hello again, and welcome to Day 2 of the 2012 Joe K. and Karl Tournament Challenge. As always, I'm your host, Joe Krzyzewski, alongside Karl Smith. Karl, how you doing today?
Beautiful weather, beautiful times. Mario Williams on the horizon, doing good.
Alright, for those of you who have no idea what he's talking about, Mario Williams will hopefully be a Buffalo Bill by the time we're done doing this. So, if you were with us at our last show, we predicted all of the first and second round picks. So we're going to finish the tournament today and tell you who's going to be the champion. Karl, why don't you get us started off?
Alright, we're going to start off in the South region, where Kentucky, the 1 seed, will go against UConn, the 9 seed. I think that Kentucky's going to whoop pretty good. A lot of talk of an upset here, but I think they're going to win at least by double digits here.
I'm not really feeling double digits, but I do feel a Kentucky Wildcat victory, so let's wait down for 10. So in our next matchup, we have Wichita State taking on Indiana.
I believe it's pronounced Wichita.
No, I think you're just making that up. Wichita State versus Indiana, and I think that actually the Sharks are going to move on.
Okay with this.
You're okay with it?
Yeah. Yesterday's knowledge of Indiana being the hottest three-point shooting team in the league, I think Wichita's going to take it down, though.
Okay. We'll have State moving on.
Shockers.
You're rough, pal. Did you do that? Yeah.
Good. Next we have the UNLV Running Rebels versus the Baylor Bears. I like the Bears a lot.
Funny, I like the Bears a lot too. All right, load up.
Same person.
All right, man. All right, we're gonna move on real quickly. Shouldn't take too long. In a matchup that is very near and dear to your heart, Karl's favorite team, Xavier, is taking on the Duke Blue Devils. Unfortunately for Karl, I think this is where the X train gets off, and I think Duke, unfortunately, is going to pull away with the victory. Karl?
Unfortunately, I also do believe that Duke is going to come away with this game. They're a really good team, really deep, and Xavier just doesn't have a 4, essentially. So that's that, really.
All right, Duke, moving on. So we're going to head down to the West region where we have Michigan State, the number 1 seed, taking on Memphis. I don't think Memphis can really run with Michigan State, so I'm going to bet on Michigan State. Karl?
I think Memphis has a pretty good squad, ranked for most of the year. However, I think Michigan State's a little bit too strong.
Michigan State moving on.
The next matchup, we have Long Beach State pulling the upset of the first round versus the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, right.
Okay, good. Long Beach had a good run of one game, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals here.
Funny, I think actually there's going to be an upset. I think Long Beach State is going to move on. So this means we're going to need Scott, who is behind the camera today.
Thank you, Scott.
Scott, you're going to have to decide this tiebreaker. Go.
I'm gonna go with Long Beach State also.
Woo!
I'm thinking this these Big East teams like to go down early in the tournament, so I think Long Beach State's gonna pull it out.
All right, there you have it, a 12 seed moving on.
Wow.
That brings us to the Murray State Racers taking on Marquette. I'm going to actually pull for another upset here. I think Murray State is going to play the We Don't Have Any Respect card, and they're going to beat the Golden Eagles. Karl, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'll tell you, considering I picked Colorado State yesterday to beat up Murray State, I'm going to take Murray State now.
Yeah, all right, Murray State moving on.
Next we have the Virginia Cavaliers versus the Missouri Tigers. What are you thinking here?
Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. They're really good. All right. Moving on to the other side of the bracket, we have the Syracuse Orange versus Kansas State. Syracuse just coming down with the news that Fab Melo will not be allowed to play in the tournament because he doesn't know math. So
I'm just hearing English also.
English? Yeah, I can see that too. All right. Syracuse is going to lose. They're not winning this tournament. This is not the game, though. I'm going to pick Syracuse to move on.
Scott had some good statistics yesterday on who Kansas State beat twice during the season.
Missouri.
Missouri. Oh. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go Kansas State.
All right, that leaves the biased Scott pick.
Unbiasedly, I think Syracuse is going to pull it out. I don't think they're going to go all the way. But Kansas State, tough rebounding team. They're going to give a challenge. Might go to overtime, but I think Syracuse is going to pull it out.
All right, Q's by and a squeaker. We got that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Good call, Scott. Next we have the Vanderbilt Commodores versus the Wisconsin Badgers. I like Montana over Wisconsin in the first round, so I'm going to go with Vanderbilt over Wisconsin in the second round.
I really like Vanderbilt. Again, like I said before, they're a hot team. They just won the SEC. They beat Kentucky, correct? They were the ones who defeated Kentucky, I believe. I'm going to pick Vanderbilt to move on to play Syracuse as well. Apparently, that truck agrees. The next matchup we have is Cincinnati taking on who I really think is one of the hottest teams in the NCAA, Florida State. And as a result, I think Cincinnati run ends here. I'm going to pick Florida State. Carl.
I like the Bearcats. I don't like them that much.
You already wrote down
I got FSU advancing the NC Gates. That other guy, Strickland, or whatever the hell his name is, good guy, but FSU.
You're up.
We got Gonzaga versus Ohio State, or the Ohio State, if you will.
University. I'm picking Ohio State, Carl.
I will also go Ohio State. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, but I'll go OSU.
All right. Ohio State it is. And in the Midwest, we have the #1 seed, North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on Creighton Blue Jays?
Creighton Blue Jays.
All right, look at that one.
Out of?
Wherever. Missouri Valley Conference, maybe?
Mountain West?
No, they're definitely not that far away, I don't think. It's got an M in it. Anyways, I don't think Creighton has a chance.
I know it's not Mac.
I'm picking North Carolina because that's the smart pick. Carl.
University of South Florida versus Michigan.
You're just picking North Carolina? I didn't even hear you say that. All right, cool.
I have both of these teams losing in the first round, so I'm going to go chalk and just go with Michigan.
I will back your Michigan bet, so we'll just run right on. Setting up a Michigan-UNC battle. Which brings us to San Diego State versus Belmont. Two teams I thought that they would lose, so I have no idea why we're at this point in our bracket, because we're going to lose a lot of points. But I'll take San Diego State.
SDSUFU.
That
sound a lot better in my head.
Does that mean you're taking Belmont?
No, I'm taking San Diego State.
Then why did you tell them FU? This doesn't make any sense. Our viewers want to know.
It had a U in it, I just thought I'd roll with it.
Okay, cool. You're up.
St. Mary's versus Kansas in the last game of the third round. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking Kansas is going to beat St. Mary's, but it's going to be closer than most people are going to think.
Really? I'm going to go St. Mary's here.
All right, Scott, break this
tie.
tie.
Scott needs more airtime.
I'm thinking Kansas all the way. They're way too strong for St. Mary's.
There we go. Good work, Scott.
He's like, I give him that bid, and you think he'd take away with it.
Yep, and he did. He went with me.
All right, after we return, we'll be doing the regional finals and the Final Four, and probably the championship as well.
And we're back. All right.
I was gonna cut it out so we could. This is one I actually post.
Oh, stop.